Welcome back to the course on Big Data Analytics. We have been discussing on different paradigms in which we can learn certain concepts. Having discussing about important aspects of your big data, we shall now learn some other aspects using your flipped classroom. Welcome back to the session where I'll be giving you certain instructions using which you can learn certain concepts of your big data. So, coming to your flipped classroom, this generally be somewhat reverse to what your general classroom atmosphere will be. Generally, we were like learning certain concepts, and then I've been giving you certain work to be addressed at home. So you are learning certain patterns, or you are learning certain use cases after the concept is being dealt in the classroom. So when it comes to your flipped classroom, your learning will start at your home. For example, if you are about to deal about a topic, so I'll be giving you certain hints on the topic, and you will be just learning that concepts, and you will be coming into the class so that we can discuss upon the concept which you have learned and come to the class. So this generally promotes your in-depth understanding, as it is one of your paradigms in your active learning. And this also helps you to think about it critically and also have a collaboration, because you will be having certain knowledge beforehand before you come to this to the classroom for the discussion. So for this flipped classroom, so I would like to give you a topic called centrality measures from social network analysis using your big data again as your topic for your flipped classroom. So these will help you to understand the real world applications, like identifying the influencers and tracking information diffusion in the entire social networks. So, to just give you a brief of what we have learned and why social networks is important. So, this is a graph that shows you how different users are being added into the social network, how active people are on that, and how your messages are being propagated in your online social networks. So this is a statistics just for your understanding, so that you will understand why we need to go for learning your centrality measures in the whole. So in general, so social networks helps you to understand the connections and the interaction between different users in the entire social network. So your measures here talks about the structure of the network as a whole, and like practically you will be learning about who is the most influenced user in the network, who is the center of the network, using whom we can connect to every other person in the network. So here your flipped classroom will promote your active learning and problem solving also for different real world scenarios. So for understanding, we need some for the employability skills and all, we need some basic understanding of your data analysis, critical thinking, and collaboration also. So the skills which we develop also helps us and are relevant in data science, marketing, healthcare sectors also. So here to start with, so I have been giving you certain materials which you can check at your free space at home before you come to the classroom. So I have been giving you different video sources as well as a textbook which talks about your centrality measures as a whole. So the first video lecture is taken by me in Atal FDP workshop, which talks about the diffusion, why social networks, what is social media, and how centrality measures are calculated. I also gave certain examples of solving them also. by taking certain graphs. So looking at the first video source, it will help you to understand the basics of the social network and how do we calculate these measures also. And the second one will also help you to understand the basic mathematical intuition before your centrality measures. And the textbook, which is written by Professor Tanmoy Chakraborty, will also help you to understand the basics. And for measuring the centrality for different sites, say for example, if you want to know about the page rank for the video, any video that you take, how many videos are like connected to it, how your Twitter, community is like connected to each other, all these things we can calculate by using certain tools. And I've been giving some 4 tools for your understanding. Basically, we'll be either working with your Gephi tool or NetworkX, where Gephi is a direct tool which is free and NetworkX is a Python library. As you have more knowledge on Python, we will also try to develop our own networks and then we calculate the measures for your centrality also. So these are typically the main learning materials that you can check before you come to the class. And so once we meet in the next week, in the next class, by the way, we will be analyzing certain real world social networks also. As I have already told you, we can take a YouTube video which is more popular, or we shall take some group of videos like a playlist, and we can check how all the videos are connected to other videos in the entire YouTube network. Or we can also take a person's Twitter ID and then we can also check how he is connected within the community. Or we can also take a community as a whole as a graph, and then we can identify who is the main person, who is the influencer of the graph, or who can transfer the data to every other node in the network. So these we will be discussing in the class coming up, and there we can also discuss on other use cases. So I'll be like helping you out for any doubts that you have in this particular concept or any other ideas that you have, we can discuss upon. So the task here after we meet is to identify the influencer, to detect the communities, and to analyze the information flow. For example, if you could find this, we can also mitigate the spread of your fake news. So this is practically very, very important in identifying the major important nodes of the network, or to stop spreading of your rumors or your fake news in online social networks also. And this activity will also strengthen your practical understanding of your social network analysis also. And I hope you will have an engage. I mean, you will engage actively in the activities that we will do after we meet in the class. And this helps to understand and apply the same concepts in the real world context also. So I hope the instructions are very much clear to you. So to give you again a gist of it, so you need to read about what is social networks. And as I've given you certain video links for understanding the social networks, centrality measures, where it is used, tools for measuring the centrality, you will be having a basic understanding of it before you come to the class. Once we come to the class, we'll take certain use cases like your YouTube videos or Twitter accounts, and then we'll try to find out the measures, centrality measures, so that this will help you to understand the information diffusion or your community, the dynamics of your community, and other things like mitigating the spread of fake news also. So thank you for listening to this, and see you in class in the next week. So thank you so much. Bye.